They will tell you, Zola, stay humble. They will say, take it slow. They will whisper, well, don't expect too much. But I am here to tell you something else. You don't become great by accident. You don't build empires with hesitation. And you don't rise above the crowd by asking for permission. You become what you demand of yourself, not what you wish for, not what you hope to receive, but what you boldly, unapologetically require from your mind, your heart, and your daily action. Look around. The world is built by those who demanded more of themselves when others were content with less. Henry Ford didn't wait for someone to invent the car. He demanded it of himself. Edison didn't stumble upon the light bulb by luck. He demanded it of himself through 10,000 failures. Walt Disney? He was rejected over 300 times before someone believed in a mouse. But he wasn't waiting for belief. He demanded it of himself. Vision, relentless effort, inner certainty. Because here's the raw truth most people never confront. The life you're living right now is the one you're tolerating. It's the result of the standards you're settling for, or the ones you've enforced with fire. If you accept average, you live average. If you only act when it's easy, you stay where it's comfortable. But if you begin to demand greatness, every morning, every moment, in silence, in struggle, everything begins to shift. Not because life suddenly becomes easier, but because you become unshakable. That shift starts in the mind, because before anything changes out here on dollar, in your bank account, your relationships, your results, it must first change in here where no one sees. Your mind is the factory. Your thoughts are the raw materials. And the final product? It's your life. You see, most people try to change their actions without changing their expectations. They try to work harder, push more, but deep down, they've already decided they're not enough. But the mind doesn't respond to effort. It responds to command. It obeys the voice that says, I will not leave this life ordinary. I will not settle for what the world thinks I deserve. I will define what I want and become the person who gets it. That's not arrogance. That's clarity. Because if you don't set the demand, life will default you to mediocrity. And mediocrity is the silent killer of dreams. Think about it. A lion doesn't hope to eat. It hunts. It expects results. A warrior doesn't enter battle unsure. He walks in prepared to win, and so must you. But it's not enough to demand something once. This is not a wish list. This is a contract with your soul. Because the second you raise your standard, life will test you. Distractions will show up. Doubts will whisper. Delays will crawl into your path. And if you don't have inner fire, if you haven't built mental muscle, you'll lower the standard back down. That's why belief is non-negotiable. Not the positive thinking fluff you see on Instagram. I'm talking about radical internal certainty, the kind that says, this mountain is mine. Even if it breaks me, I will rise. The kind that Carnegie carried when the world called him a steel fool. The kind that Lincoln held when the entire country was falling apart. The kind you need when the world around you doesn't yet believe. Because belief is not built when things are easy. It's forged in fire. But belief without vision is still just potential energy. You must see it, clearly, vividly, obsessively. Visualize the life you want until it burns into your bones. Walk through your future home in your imagination. Speak like the leader you'll become. Think like the winner you aspire to be. This isn't delusion, it's rehearsal. Every great performer rehearses. Every elite athlete visualizes the game before it begins. They don't leave success to chance, they pre-program it. Because when the mind sees it enough, it starts moving everything toward it, automatically. This is the law of autosuggestion, the foundation of Napoleon Hill's entire philosophy. Whatever you repeat with emotion, the subconscious accepts as reality. So ask yourself, what are you telling yourself every day? That you're tired, that you're behind, that you're unlucky? Or are you telling yourself, I was born to win? I will not back down. I am building something legendary no matter how long it takes. Because you become what you demand of yourself through words, images, and focus. Now let's talk about purpose. Because people without purpose float. They drift. They consume, complain, and chase what's popular. But people of purpose, they are magnetic. You feel it in their voice. You see it in their posture. They move like their steps matter. Purpose is not something you find. It's something you decide. It's a stake in the ground. It says, this is who I am. This is what I stand for. This is what I will give to the world. And the moment you decide that, when your life becomes bigger than your comfort, energy shows up. Opportunities appear. People begin to listen because people follow conviction. But here's the key most people miss. Purpose must be backed by discipline. It's not enough to feel inspired. You must do the work, especially when you don't feel like it. Because success doesn't reward emotions, it rewards execution. Wake up when it's hard. Train when you're tired. Write when no one's reading. Speak when no one's listening. Keep building, not for applause, but because your future is worth it. Discipline is self-love in action. It's not punishment. It's proof that you believe in yourself. No one disciplined ever hated themselves afterward. But every person who quit too soon felt the weight of regret. So ask yourself today, and what does the version of me who wins undo daily? How do they think? How do they act when no one's watching? Then be that person now. Don't wait. Don't negotiate. Don't beg for motivation. Become the demand.